I thank y'all for tuning in. This is your guy, Deme D. I'm here with another collaborative effort with HLM Media on the Rise interviews, where we highlight all artists, entrepreneurs, the talent on the rise, obviously. And I'm here with Derek Kendall, has many other aliases, but this is the first time interview for me as far as your type of artistry. We got a model, actor.
Yes, sir.
So, yes, sir. Talk to. So first off, Brooklyn in the building.
Yes, Brooklyn in the house, man, all day. This is me right here. That's my mic.
That's you.
Brooklyn in the house all day. Woo woo. What up?
So yeah, man, model, actor. Come a long way. You know, someone I've watched progress. I can't even remember how long it's been at this point. Yeah. It's been a little minute, but progress is beautiful to see. And I had to reach out like, yeah, man, we gotta do a sit down.
I appreciate that. Word.
So I don't want to do the whole history, but what you're doing is definitely not. I mean, I guess it's common, but it's not common from where we come from and just from our circle. So
right.
How did you get to the point where you're like, nah, I could do this and I'm gonna do this?
I mean, I feel like, you know,
because it's something you came into later on, right? It's not.
Yeah, I'm not a kid, obviously. You know, I was watching, but you know what I'm saying. I may look young, but I'm not a teenager, anything like that. I definitely started from the bottom. Like that's for one. You know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, definitely let the world know.
Absolutely.
I came from what they considered the bottom, you know, poverty, things like that, and there was a lot of influences around, not necessarily always good influences. You know what I'm saying? In the neighborhood. I'm sure us Bed-Stuy residents know what I'm talking about. You know, maybe got the street pharmacists things. You know, they smooth, slick talkers type. You know what I'm saying? They make it seem like this raggedy T-shirt they got on is just, you need to have it type. You believe in them. So it was a lot of influences that I didn't want to flock to or be a part of. You know what I'm saying? So I had to kind of focus and try to figure out where's the people that think like me.
That's vital. That's vital.
Yeah.
So you started working towards that. But that's not easy to find, like you said, in our environment, though. So you gotta. This is one thing I like to really point out. So you have to go outside of from where you at. Obviously, had to meet new people. So how important is networking to help you get to the level you are right now?
I mean, all right. So being yourself is one important key factor in this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna amount to anything if you're not being your true, genuine self. You know what I'm saying? From heart. If you're a rapper, put your heart into your rap, into your lyrics and things. If you're a basketball player, do that. Singer, if you know what I'm saying, cosmetologist, put your passion into it. Don't stop studying the field.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah, so you know, I feel like trying to find your crowd is not always the easiest thing because, like you said, the field of acting and modeling is almost considered like uncommon but common. So you get what I'm saying, right? Yeah.
It's like it's common, but it's uncommon.
Yeah, a lot of people not gonna understand. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? At first. So
and it takes confidence. That's why I'm glad you said about being yourself, but it also takes confidence because you're gonna get a lot of distractions. You're gonna get a lot of people trying to sway you.
Facts.
So how important is it to be able to not get distracted? Because even if they're not trying to distract you, sometimes they're not encouraging you. Sometimes they're not going like, yo, D, don't you got to do something tomorrow? You know what I mean? You ain't got to get drunk with us tonight. Or, yo, shouldn't you be in the crib? Or, yo, don't forget. How important is it to really stay in that zone and not having to go to that party or having to go chill with that chick?
Right. Well, at the time, you know what I'm saying, you only limited to a certain amount of knowledge as far as the people around you. You know what I'm saying? So what they know, you might possibly know. You know, the crowd to be at or the spot to be at. You may not know about it until later on. It's a lot of times where you gotta just know, like, yo, this ain't the right thing to do, or this is the right thing to do. You gotta separate. It's a time where it's off and on button where you say, you know what, I ain't going to that party tonight. I gotta study, or you know what I'm saying. Something in your spirit to tell you too. Yo, you don't need to. This don't match. Go over here and do this. You need to be working on an essay or
working on something up all night, wasting time, and then you're waking up fresh.
Who gonna do the work for you? You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing. People overlook a lot of this stuff because I know people could look at you and think, yo, it's just like that. But you, like I said, you put a lot of work into this. So let's start with the modeling, man.
Yeah.
Cause you definitely doing that, and I know that that's kind of what you initially started on, got on the scene with. So when did it start looking like, oh, okay, yo, this is a real thing? Like, what were the things that were happening that made you start looking at it like, oh, no, I knew I was onto something.
Right. All right. Well, first of all, you know what I'm saying? I'm not very tall. Okay, so that's one thing that kind of held me back. I was a setback.
But that's why I love to see what you're doing, though, because where you're from and the net cartoons, they act like that's a big criteria.
Right.
But you're doing it.
Yeah, so I'm not a very tall guy, if anything, you know what I'm saying? But what really gets you out there is your presence, you know what I'm saying? How well are you gonna maybe pop open the collar? You know what I'm saying? How well can you walk down the runway without looking silly? You know what I'm saying? Without your head bopping. How well can you do that? Some models, they go out there, they think it's, you know what I'm saying, what do you call it? A simple thing to do. First of all, it's very hard to get out there in front of people. You need hella confidence to do that shit.
Off top.
You know what I mean?
With other people dressing you.
Other people dressing you.
Not wearing what you want to wear.
Not necessarily. You know, you got this much say so when it comes to some of that stuff that they ask you to put on. So it's like, you know what I mean? Yo.
Salute to you. That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's a fact. And you know, just you gotta just navigate through the whole understanding, like, all right, casting calls. That's the first step. You go to a casting call. You know, they ask you to walk for you for them. They ask your name. They say maybe if you have a headshot or some pictures that you want to, you know, give them for archive reasons. And then you just go out there and do the best you can. What I used to go out there and do, bro, I used to go out there and watch the models. You know what I'm saying? Watch the male models, see what they doing as far as showmanship or to be remembered. And I would just not see what I knew I was gonna do in them. So I said, all right. If they allow me to be myself, I'm gonna go be myself on this stage. And it was the twirling, you know what I'm saying? It was the footwork that people was like really fascinated about.
I ain't gonna front.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I did look at your footwork because you did some kick shit one time. I was like, oh, this thing's styling. So no doubt.
Always, baby.
Nah, that's what's up. So, I know there's many different aspects. So are you doing? Is it mostly just like fashion? You doing runway? Are you doing print as well? You doing commercials? Like, what's going on for you with that aspect?
It's a hit or miss kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to stay booked and busy no matter what it is, especially if it's in the field of what you like to do. Okay. I would definitely wouldn't recommend anybody doing something that you are, you know, just if it don't suit you, if it don't fit you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be caught dead. You know, trying to rap in the studio, or, you know what I'm saying, trying to act like a tough guy, because that's just not me. Do what fits you. Yeah, man. Yo.
So
listen.
Okay. And so, as far as that, so because you're doing that, and then I see you transition into the acting thing too. But before we do that, how much preparation and rehearsal does it take with a lot of these shows that you do, with a lot of these runways? Because it's not just you; it's a big production. Yeah. It's other models as well. It's designers there. So because people just think you, like you said, you just show up, you throw some fly shit on, and you walk out.
Well, nah. See, the thing is, it's a collective effort. You know what I mean? You want to play as a team member. You don't want to be not prepared and go in there. You don't know which way to walk. You don't know which way to turn. You don't know who to talk to or report to when you come into set. I call it set because it's like it's a full production.
It's a full production.
You know what I'm saying?
I know there's people they gotta know is rehearsal, is practice, it's a lot of that.
Yeah. You definitely don't want to miss rehearsals mainly because some of the designers, they have to fit you. You know, sometimes they're there to, you know, get you all suited up and booted to see how well you perform with other models and them, and you know what I'm saying? Just they gotta size you up to make sure, you know what I'm saying, you well put together.
Yeah, because the work, you mentioned that too, as far as showing up to rehearsal. I'm sure they're gonna remember shit like that if you didn't show up, or if you were late, or you couldn't work well. So a lot of that other stuff goes into people's success as well. I think they kind of overlook that. Yeah. And obviously, you know how to maneuver with people because you've been rising. Or is that something you had to learn how to get comfortable with? Or?
I tried to come in the game. Y'all, as a group team player. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that the fashion industry, the entertainment business within itself, period, has a lot of rinky dinks out there. Let me just say that. It's just a lot of people that, you know what I'm saying, it's not for you. People that, you know, you're going to realize that you cannot work with. A lot of people that you're not going to mix with. That's very important. I really stress that highly. And you got to know your crowd, know your circle, know what kind of people that you can benefit off of, and if they can benefit off of you.
Yeah, because sometimes it's just going to be business.
Yeah, hey, and also it's not always about money. I wanted to mention that's very important.
Yeah.
You know, it's not always about
I think the more serious you get, especially about your artistry, I think that's not even the fact that I think the artistry is so important to you.
How, yeah.
That you don't want to mix with, like you said, get involved with someone who doesn't even respect their own production or whatever the case may be. So you expanding now. Has acting was something that you were already looking at, or opportunities just started presenting itself?
I was already looking into it, and I think I had hit a point where I was just fed up with life. I was just like tired of being sick and tired of, and you know, they always had that term where, you know what I mean, you turn around and it's like, you know, ain't nobody gonna do it but you, or, you know, you gotta look at the man in the mirror to make a change.
Nah, that's facts, though. That's facts.
And I think I hit one point where I was just like, you know what? Nah, this ain't cutting it, because I was always a good writer, a good storyteller, you know what I'm saying? I was always great at that. So I said, I gotta go out on a leap of faith now and not only write these stories, but become the story in a physical embodiment of the scene and whatever's being presented to you on a script, you know what I'm saying? And once you pass the audition process and you got folks clapping for you, it opens up another door of self-confidence.
Absolutely.
And just opportunities for other directors to see a chance to get a glimpse into the actor's thinking method, you know what I'm saying? The strength behind it, what goes on into the character metamorphosis stage, you know what I'm saying? It takes a lot to go from who you are and the physical being to what they have on that paper in front of you, that contract or that script. You know what I'm saying?
And make it believable too.
Yeah. And remember your lines too.
Listen, it's not. That's why I like to do. That's why I like to talk about the come up, the grind, the behind the scenes, because there's a lot of shit that go on, man. Remembering lines and being on cue and it flowing.
Yeah.
Because you gotta make it flow too. It's just like with rappers when they gotta make the words rhyme and make it clever and make it make sense. Like it all ties in.
That's
man.
right. That's a fact.
Word up. So what's something that you want to shout out or highlight as far as some of that? Because I see you did a few things as far as the acting. So what's some of the things you want to speak on? Some of the work you got going.
Well, I just want to give a huge shout out to anybody that believed in me since day one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that I've been meeting as far as the past 2-3 years, because between the Daniels Leathers fashion shows, all my talent behind the scenes, and everybody that I met in Harlem on the set of She's Broken, which is playing on Tubi TV right now, where I play Detective Malachi. Shout out to She's Broken and the whole Mellow Entertainment business squad. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all and Forster Sin, my boy Ray Luke and PK. What up? Brooklyn, what up, baby? We here. What up, book? Shout out to the whole Forster Sin, Casual Crew, Forster Sin. It's been a great journey, you know what I mean? But you know, with that whole 2 or 3 year time period, and everybody that I've been working with in that time frame, I appreciate them, because it's like they knew exactly what I was trying to do, and they accepted me with open arms, as you know what I'm saying, as it should be. Yeah, it goes a long way, because you know, not only is it that they're my co-stars, but we're all here to, you know, create and aim for that specific mission. We know what I'm saying, we want to see that on the big screen, and that's what we did. So shout out and congratulations to the whole cast of She's Broken. Y'all gotta go check that out. Tubi.
One more time. It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi right now.
It's on Tubi right now.
No
Season
doubt.
1.
See. Oh, okay. So is the next one in the work, or how does that go? Is the next one in the works? Yeah. So you just gotta wait and see.
We gotta wait and see. It's actually on its way. You know what I mean? Every production got their, you know, time frame period where you just gotta simply wait. Right. And I feel like you can't rush greatness, you know what I'm saying?
It's here now, you already know. Like, it's here now, so it's something that you can already look at and see. And like you said, just
yeah. It
all depends on the production and all of that.
Absolutely.
But, because that's this Tubi thing is helping a lot of people. The internet shit is helping a lot of people. Things have changed a lot, but I think it's been beneficial for a lot of us as far as that goes.
Absolutely.
So, what can they expect as far as because I see you branching off, but are you still going to be sticking with a lot of the modeling work, or are you really trying to focus on, like, are we taking acting classes and everything like that? Are you trying to go that route?
I think it's going to be a little bit of both. I think I've become a brand now, and, you know, it's actually become bigger than even myself could comprehend. And it's like, yo, you are a product now. You are Derek Kendall, you know what I'm saying? I could go any which way, but it's like, I like to, you know, now in 2024, I could say, I want to go to where the money's at. I can say that now, so I've earned the right to, you know what I mean, to speak that verbiage. So I think it's gonna be a lot more movie roles, a lot more television, and blockbuster movie shit.
That's good to hear.
And yeah, you know, overall, it's just a brand, you know. Modeling, yeah. But it's got to make sense for me if I'm going to go back to the runway and do any more print modeling, stuff like that. I love to do it, but, you know, even with the film world, if it don't make sense, if it don't make dollars, it don't make...
Listen, that's the whole point of progress and moving up. So what they was saying for a minute, yesterday's price ain't today's price.
That's
bro.
a
They
fact.
was running with that shit got quiet.
Oh, man.
Forgot about that, right? That shit got quiet.
That was the term.
That was it for like the last 2 years.
That was the
Yesterday's
term.
price ain't today's price.
Price.
That's the whole point of putting work in. So salute to you, my guy, respected. And again,
thank you.
I like to have people like you on these platforms.
Thank you.
From the town.
Shout out to Brooklyn.
We in Brooklyn right now.
Yeah, the gritty.
And it just shows people that it could happen, man. You just gotta step up.
Yeah, it could happen,
y'all. Up, and you gotta just put your money where your mouth is.
Hey, yo, and one important thing to piggyback off what you just said, bro, is sometimes you gotta make a sacrifice, y'all. It's sometimes, like we were talking about earlier, go in the crib. Go, you know what I'm saying? Yo, go hang out with the geeks. Go hang out with the video game kids or whatever. You might learn something, bro. Word up, you know? Hey, just because it ain't your cup of tea don't mean that, you know what I'm saying? Later on in life, you might need that. You might need that sauce.
You gotta move around different people. I learned that at a young age.
Yeah.
Gotta move around different people, be like. So again, salute to all the artists on the grind, on the rise. Derek Kendall in the building. Make sure y'all tap in with that. I'm your guy, Deme D. This is HLM Media. You already know. Make sure y'all subscribe to the website.
Los Angeles, shout out to you, Hollywood. We here.